McLarens would be a threat as TPRH goes P5. The McLarens would be a threat for Force India this season as Jusmars is, I don't know what he's doing. So here we go. Cirque near Warden. They're all near each other at the moment. Let's start their lap.
Spacing out a little bit. If they do invalidate their lap, they are going to have another run on this set of tyres.
There is a minute and 54 seconds to go, yes. So Neon begins his lap. I think Roscoe's had another moment because he's lifted off again. Zero D, that's
not a good
disappointing
start for Roscoe. Ryan's just started his lap.
Ryan, Fens, Warden, they're all near each other. Berserk as well. 4 guys that can absolutely be up there. They're in 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th right now.
These boys just need to get a lap on the board.
Exodona, about to finish his lap. He is on the Ultras. And it goes P2 with an 1:08.6. That is a great lap for Exodona. Berserk has lifted off. He must have made a mistake somewhere or invalidated his lap.
Ryan's really struggling with understeer.
Roscoe has retired from the session as Warden. We'll see how Warden goes here. He'll want to do well. He is on the Ultras. Those 4 guys I was talking about are all on the Ultras at the moment. Warden crosses the line, only goes P5.
Ryan's about to cross the line.
Where can Ryan go? Ray's just gone to 4th as New Zealand Ryan only goes 2nd. But he'll probably be happy with that. Especially on the Ultras.
Still a front row start.
Fens has not had a good lap, but he will try to do a better lap. Warden's up again on his
stationary.
Few cars just slowly cars through. HO's on a hot lap as well. He's on the hypers. So is Alan Hugo. Watch Alan Hugo here, because Alan Hugo could very well improve on his pole position. Improve on his pole position lap, but you get my point. Alan Hugo. Can he go into the 7s possibly? It'd be magnificent if he can. Absolutely gorgeous through there.
DRC Jared
crosses the line. He just misses out. Ryan has given up on his lap. Jared, we'll watch Jared here. See where he can go. Now where's, okay, so Warden, I don't think improved. He might have, I can't remember, but we'll watch Jared here. See where DRC Jared can go through the field. As Jared crosses the line, it's P3. Not bad for DRC Jared. And I think that is it for qualifying. It is. That is it for qualifying. And that is pole position for Alan Hugo. 2nd in the championship. His championship rival, New Zealand Ryan, in 2nd. So, 2 championship contenders. 1 and 2 at the moment. Here in qualifying.
Should be a very, very good race-long battle. If all stays clean.
Go through.
I'll quickly run through the order. We have Alan Hugo taking pole position today from New Zealand Ryan with DSC Jared in 3rd, Sedona in 4th, HO in 5th, Rain HC on 6th, Warden 7th, President Cosby 8th, Neon Trito 9th, TPR Edge rounds out the top 10. First free choice of tyre is Chimchar, followed by Roscoe Arm, ECR Ricardo in 13th, Conrad Strait in 14th, Fens in 15th, Master Berserk 16th, Derek Kidd in 17th, Izzat Matt 18th, Juice Mars 19th, and Poms for the win, who is not listed, will be starting 20th with a stock setup.
Indeed he will. And,
poor man.
Well, it's, as we said, it's meant to be dries to wet conditions in this one. So
who are you thinking is looking good for the race win?
There's a bit of clouds already forming. Don't look too much into it. But, you know when any F1 game when clouds start to form, you get a little concerned a little bit. Or some go crazy and get excited. But, for the race win, I mean, it's going to depend on when this, and look at this, by the way, 11th down to 20th, all on the supers. So there you go.
I wouldn't know, I haven't loaded it.
But it's gonna be interesting to see how this goes. I'm gonna go New Zealand Ryan because that's the obvious choice, but it's gonna depend on the weather, how this weather's gonna play out. I mean, some of these guys on the supers could really get a good result here, but again, it depends when this rain comes. What are you thinking, Owens?
Look, I'm thinking DRC Jared is especially if this rain hits with, you know, a bit of time left in the race. I think, given what he's shown he can do in the wet, it's really a case of if Ryan's on pace in the wet and in front, he might be able to hold him off. But I think Jared's going to be too quick, especially if we get a fair bit of water on track.
Yeah, that's right. And look at all the disqualifications. Classic formation lap banter right there, folks. But
just giving each other a gentle love tap.
There's only 3 guys on the hypers at the moment, and that's Alan Hugo, Leon Trudome, and TPR Edge. So it'll be interesting to see how long they can go on those hypers. I mean, in theory, they want to go as long as they can, but they'll know when the weather's coming. But just look at those clouds there. I mean, yes, I know, clouds.
That doesn't look far away, to be honest.
It could arrive at any moment. But we're about to get set for this one. Round 7.
Jared's just taken off.
SRL, Asia Pacific. It is Alan Hugo from New Zealand Ryan, DRC Jared, Exodona, and HO. That is your top 5. It is going to be an absolute crazy race. So we're about to get set. Here we go. Alan Hugo versus New Zealand Ryan on the front row. As we're about to get set for SRL Asia Pacific round number 7. As we are racing in Canada. It's a good start for Alan Hugo. Ryan's got a fantastic start. The 2 championship contenders side by side. Ryan wasn't perfect there. Jared might try to get him here to go up into P2. Can Jared get the move done maybe on New Zealand Ryan?
Very clean in the mid.
Very close there. There's a bit of contact. Jared runs wide. Donors in this as well.
Oh! Matt's gone straight on.
Is that Matt is out of the race. Now Warden and Rain going at it here. HO and President Cosby
Rain's
as
had a
well.
great start.
Look at this in the midfield at the moment. We're going 3 wide, boys.
There's debris everywhere.
Very close there. I don't know how that's ended in drama. Oh, HO's gone 1 wide. That is. Oh, he's in the wall. HO's in the wall. Oh dear.
Oh, one of the Mercs lost
3 wide was never going to work. Ever. It was never going to work. Oh, and Chim Charles around.
Who's the Sauber?
Chim Charles around. And is there a Sauber around? Oh my god. There's absolutely chaos.
I think someone spun on the exit and that just created a train of broken wings.
And carnage. Yeah, it's so Steve Bingham, Conrad Strait, Derek Kidd, Trismas, Chimchar, Master Pursuit, they're all in that. Well, Derek Kidd must have just got out of it unscathed. As 5 cars are in the pits, including HO. We did, and Fence is in as well. So I did not see what happened to Fence there.
Fence broke quite late coming into the hairpin and just rear-ended someone. I think he tried to avoid him, but it was just nowhere to go.
Meanwhile, at the front, Alan Hugo leads. Just under a second over New Zealand Ryan. DRC Jared is in 3rd. He's just hit the wall there slightly. but wouldn't have given him wing damage. Exodona there in 4th, Warden's in 5th. Rain is still sitting behind him.
Really on it.
That margin's slowly starting to come down between Ryan and Alan Hugo for this lead.
Hyper's already seemed to be going off. Neon struggling.
Yeah, I'm not surprised,
Edge struggling.
to be honest. Alan Hugo starting to slowly struggle. Ryan does
20
the
minutes
fastest
to
lap of the
light
race. 20 minutes to light rain. There you go. So
Thank you, Matt.
Hypersofts is the Hypersoft runners are going to struggle to really make it till that rain. And to be honest, maybe even the Ultra Soft runners kind of, but they should make it to that rain.
Yeah, they should be okay. Oh,
it should be good.
They just straight lined that. Yep. Penalty.
That's very easy to do. I've done that before.
You're an expert at that.
That's exactly right. It cost me a league race win maybe once. But Ryan trying to maybe close in on Alan Hugo, but to be honest, he doesn't really need to push as hard at the moment since Alan is on the hypers. But Alan Hugo, he's a very
Rain's
good...
all over the back of Warden.
Alan Hugo's a very good racer, so he could try to push his out as long as he can. Rain HC might look for the move here on Warden for 5th place. He's just not close enough to make the move at the Wall of Champions. Warden's hit the wall. Rain's looking for it.
Well, who's that? President Cosby.
He goes for the move.
On Neon as well.
Rain. Oh, it was a risk. It didn't pay off as President Cosby and Neon going at it as well. He for 7th place. 6 tenths, well, about 7 tenths of margin between Alan Hugo. Well, it's out to 8 tenths, excuse me. Alan Hugo and New Zealand Ryan. It will chop and change throughout this race. Rain is all over Warden again. Rain is all over Warden again here. He might set up a move for it at any moment.
So Jared's right in the back of New Zealand Ryan.
Oh, Warden's run wide.
Out of the hairpin, that.
Warden's run wide. Rain's going to be all over him here. Even though Warden did get a little bit away there. But Rain's... Oh, surely Rain can... Oh, it's very close here. Rain looks for the move. Should get it done. Oh, no, he doesn't. Warden holds on. Beautiful driving there. And you're right. Jared is all over New Zealand Ryan here. So the battle for...
Ryan's really struggling.
The podium positions is on.
These 3 have just pulled away slightly from Donor. So that'll be good for them.
Jared is just...
Jared's in form.
Jared could get this route done on Ryan here soon.
Oh, Rain's had a great exit.
Rain, yeah, Rain is still all over Warden for 5th place. Rain, he's just looking for it absolutely everywhere. Jared, Ryan's close to the Alan Hugo now. So those hypers are probably starting to go here. Alan Hugo slightly defends as Jared picks up a time penalty. Now what's happening between Warden and Rain? Warden holds on. What's going on down here? Oh, Ricardo and Neon now. As can you see Ricardo maybe look for the move here on Neon Tree Dome? No, he just can't. Just can't get it done.
Oh, Jared. Oh, that's close.
Yeah, Jared is right over New Zealand Ryan at the moment for 2nd place.
Rain and Warden are still going at it. Oh, Warden pushes Rain wide.
Ooh, we just missed that, and now his teammate, President Cosby will look for the move to get it done. And he should get it done.
Oh, there's a scrap happening here for 10th.
He gets... Oh, there's
Big
a bit
scrap.
of contact between the 2 horses. Oh dear, and Rain has done the smart thing and let him through. But the battle for the lead is
all over
still...
the back of TPR Edge. He's got him. Does he?
Poms gets
Maybe
that
not. Yep.
job done for 11th. Ryan,
Ooh.
very deep there. Very deep there. Exodona picks up a time penalty. Jared's
going around the outside of Ryan.
Yep.
Inside now.
Easily done. And I think Ryan's just let him through. He might know that Jared's got just a bit more pace under him at the moment. As Ricardo still is trying to maybe look for a move on the on-true dome. Poms is close it in on Roscoe Arm for 10th. And Derek might close in on TPR Edge. But back in the front, Alan Hugo still leads.
I think there's going to be a big midfield scrap in a minute.
I feel like there's going to be a battle for the lead here soon.
There's already a battle for the lead, mate.
Well, massive battle for the lead. We saw the battle that Jared and Alan Hugo had in Baku. It was absolutely saying, I think Edge is around. No, it's not Edge. Oh, it's Chimchar.
Poor Chimchar.
Chimchar, unlucky for Chimchar.
Jared's
Jared.
all over him.
It's Alan. Yeah,
Jared's
Alan
got to
Hugo's
stop
in.
track extending.
Alan Hugo's in. And that's probably a smart thing to do for Alan Hugo. Even though the rain's coming, there's not much he can do.
Throw on a set of ultras.
Yep.
Well, that would be me anyway.
Who knows?
We've seen some of my strategy calls this year, though. Ricardo's got past Neon.
He's got it done. Up in the P7 for Ricardo. Chimchar's out.
Chimchar's retired. Poms is all over the back of Roscoe.
I don't know where he's done that. He's crashed in the pits, Chimchar, as a matter of fact. Oh dear.
Well then.
That's a disaster for him. As Ryan and Jared near each other here at the moment. I don't think we'll see moves here done. These two might just follow each other a little bit, but it depends.
Who's that?
Poms.
Warden. Rain and Warden again.
As Alan Hugo sound moving up for the field. Rain and Warden, exactly right. Rain now looks for the move on Warden once again. He should get it done. Warden hangs on to it. Tries to.
That's generous to leave him space.
He stays there.
Tasty.
Warden stays there, and I think Warden will he get the bit back on him. He goes for it. Warden bit there. They hold.
He's done well to
stop.
stop. The crisscross.
The crisscross from Warden for 4th place. Oh dear. Rain, they're still side by side. There's contact. Rain
in the wall.
In the wall, and now his teammates near him. President Cosby's going to go for the move on him. No, he's... Oh my god, the Haas's again are side by side.
Jared and Ryan as well. Going to go at it again in a minute, I think.
I just want to see what happens here between the two Haas's here. Yeah, Rain's fighting for it. There's contact. And Alan Hugo will be licking his lips watching this. He's got to be calm though. He doesn't want to get involved in carnage. Alan Hugo goes for it on the both of them. What a move from Alan Hugo. And now he's just got to push away here, but Rain will look for this. Alan Hugo's got to defend. He's got to be careful here. Rain goes for it on Alan Hugo. Oh, there's a lock-up. Rain's... Oh, that allows President Cosby now to come through to 5th. Oh, it is all happening here at the moment. Oh, President...
Is that Alan...
Rain, I think, has made contact with ECR Ricardo. We heard a bit of contact there. And Alan Hugo, yeah, he's gone past President Cosby. Alan Hugo
he's also on the Hypers, so he must think the range is very close. Ultras. Is it? It says Hypers for me. Well, there you go.
We know this game was spectator mode. Now, Alan Hugo, I tell you what, this is good for him. He's now in a bit of cleaning out. He's only got only 4 cars ahead of him now, so He did get caught up in traffic. Oh, well, he did for a bit there.
Oh, that's one of the Haas's.
Oh, that's a big
Rain.
crash.
Oh,
Derek Kidd, Rain's
no.
out. TPRH is out.
Rain just dropped it on the exit, speared into the wall, and then he had no control. It was just straight across into air. Derek Kidd.
Absolutely chaos here.
Oh.
And 3 cars
Will
are
we see
out
a safety
in one
car?
corner. No. It would have been out by now.
Me.
Ryan picks up a time penalty, but Alan Hugo's
That
right
means
on
they're
board,
even.
closing in on Warden here, as Donor ran a little bit wide there. I tell you what, yeah, again, safety car, disappointing. Absolutely
Edge just dropped it by himself. He just said,
Codemasters, fix your game. Sorry, I'm just having a little rant there. Ryan... Yeah, I knew there wasn't much going to happen. Alan Hugo looks for the move round the outside of Warden. Ew, there's a bit of contact there.
Is that a straight line?
He had to straight
He'll
line.
have to give that back.
He'll have to give that back.
He's not.
He's not.
He's not.
Well, that's going to be a talking point, especially
I mean,
when
if
New Zealand Ryan, especially when New Zealand Ryan's teammate, when Warden's New Zealand Ryan's teammate. Excuse me.
Yeah.
When they're championship contenders.
You right there, mate?
Yeah, I'm all good.
I think he's gotten away with it too. Maybe it wasn't an illegal overtake.
Well, I think that will be a talking matter after the race.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. And while things are a little bit calm at the moment, we'll go through the field. That's Rain, Rain's off decision because he retired. DRC Jared leads at the moment by 1.1 as I thought I saw something going on here with Neon and Fens. So, don't know what's happened there. Alright, let's go through the field before something crazy happens here. It's Jared that leads, Ryan, Exodona, Alan Hugo, who has pitted on fresher tyres, Warden in 5th, who just manages to pull it up there. President Cosby 6th, ECR Ricardo 7th, Poms for the win 87 in 8th, Leon Trito 9th, Big Fence in 10th, HO 11th, Roscoe Arvis in 12th, Master Mistake 13th, Conrad Strait, Sting Bingham in 14th, and Drismars in 15th. As he picks up the time penalty. So, we see the clouds. Again, the clouds in this game, they're forming. The rain's coming. And these guys pretty much, all these guys, everyone is pretty much waiting for that rain to come to pit.
Oh,
Alan Hugo.
it's here. It's here on track.
It's here.
It's rain.
It is raining.
End of the first sector.
Yeah, it is. It's raining.
Now we're going to see the real boys come to the party.
I think Alan Hugo will be hoping, as he picks up the time penalty, he's trying to push on here. I think he's trying to get past Exodona before they'll have to pit for intermediates. Because then he's got clean
he's
air
definitely
to
going to hope.
yeah, because then
down.
he's got clean air to Ryan and Jared to hunt them down.
Yeah, I think ideally for Alan Hugo, it would stay dry for a little bit longer so it could make up that deficit, but judging by how quick it's starting to come down.
Now, Strismar's about to do a Kimi Räikkönen in Malaysia? Pit on Intis early? No. I don't know, because I can't see.
What are you thinking of there?
There you go. There you go. No, it's just this glitch.
Oh, he's got the pit lane glitch for me.
Yes, same here. And he's just had a big slide. He's just done a big burnout in the pits. Nice. Now,
Tell you what,
President
the rate's starting to speed up. He could be looking alright.
Well, 35 seconds behind the next car. I think it'll be a bit of a struggle for him. President BC is all over Warden for 5th. Warden is struggling.
Roscoe's struggling. Neon's struggling. Oh, President Cosby's over
Alan
Warden.
Hugo, by the way, is right on Exodona now. Yeah.
Oh, he's up.
He's got him. Oh, he's got him. Dona must have...
Dona just took too much speed in and
yeah.
I don't know whether he lost the back end
so
or what.
So it's 10.9 seconds now to the leaders, but the thing for Alan Hugo is that at least he's got clean air to those two now. He doesn't have to get through other cars. from pitting early. And he'll try to at least get some margin on those two before it becomes intermediates. HO on fence here for 10th. Very disappointing for HO and fence. Both of them would have been hoping for a better result. Exodona's in. And I think that is
a sign that it's close.
So there you go. There's the yellow flag. It's Juice Mars. Final quarter, and he's retired from the session. Oh dear. Hopefully his car goes...
Alan Hugo's really struggling. Just
Ryan,
check the race direction.
Jared, I think, is struggling a little bit. Maybe not, but Ryan has closed that margin down again, and there's more yellow flags. President Cosby now looking for the move on Warden for 4th.
Oh. Yeah, those boys are struggling. They're just trying to get it back to the pits.
He's got it done.
Ryan's taking more
he
of a
hasn't.
go-kart style line,
Sorry,
which seems to be
Warden's
benefiting.
going to go for the mid back on him. Battle's on him for 4th.
Warden does have a reputation for being pretty good in the wet, so I'm sure he's happy to see a bit of moisture.
Jared's in.
Yeah.
Ryan stays out.
Ooh.
What does Alan Hugo do? Alan Hugo stays out. I mean, Alan Hugo has been clawing down that margin. He actually has. So it'll be interesting to see how things play out. I'll be interested to see if Donus gains... Oh no, he hasn't really gained much time. Because he was about 12 or 13 seconds behind. As Jared's
nearly...
Yeah. Donors, Preston Cosby.
Warden's in. I don't know if you already said that.
So Warden's in. ECR Ricardo, Poms.
Ricardo.
Neon Trino. They're all coming in. Top 2 in the championship are staying out at the moment.
I think they could be trying to extend it just a little bit to do the one stop. Well, for Ryan anyway.
Well, I mean, there's more yellow flags. I don't... Was that... No, it wasn't Ryan. Yeah, I don't know who that was. Now let's see what Ryan does here.
I think these boys have made a big mistake. Jared's just shaved a full second out of Alan Hugo.
Yeah, Ryan's in. Alan Hugo should be in as well.
Oh, mate. Jared's made a brilliant call here.
Yeah, he has. DRC Jared is going to go to the lead, and by quite a margin. Oh, bit of slide there. Now, where's... Now, this question here is, where is Exodona going to come out in all this? It's tough to say. No, I think...
Ryan's going to be P2. Alan Hugo's car just did a 360 in the pits.
Yes, that's what I just said about earlier. Alan Hugo holds on the third. Holds on the third. President Cosby in the pits. They're holding the car. He must have had a time penalty. Or
it was for the illegal overtake, I believe.
There you go.
I'm guessing.
You see Ricardo now, as Roscoe up
now it says he's on
time penalty.
Great game.
But as we see here, Jared has a 6.4 second lead. He's done a magnificent job on that strategy. Ryan, second at the moment. Alan Hugo third. Donor fourth, and Warden is in fifth. We're only on lap 17 of 35. Still a long way to go in this one.
Just got past ECR Ricardo. Neon is having a tail wagging competition.
Well, just Mr. Expert in the chat from Tim and Barnick. Ryan might be able to go to the end on those inters. Will be harder for Jared. So, and Penske just said in the chat as well. Hello, Penske. It depends if the rain will get heavier, and that is a good point. We don't know if the rain will get heavier later in this race.
True, we're only told light rain.
Exactly right. It could just be light rain. It could get heavier later in the session. We'll have to wait and see. And Closest battle here at the moment. It's HO and Neon for 9th place. Can HO... No. Neon's run very wide there. He's had a slide. He's gone. And HO spins as well. So, HO picked up the position for Neon spinning. And then HO spun and he's lost the position to Neon. You can't write that, folks. You just can't write that. Roscoe. Now trying to get that single point on Neon Trudeau.
Jared's extending the margin out front. He is catching lap traffic though, Conrad straight.
I'm going to quickly see here. Okay, he's only got one penalty, and I think Ryan only got one penalty. Okay.
Ooh, Ponce
and Alan Hugo
under a lot of pressure from ECR Ricardo.
has got one penalty as well.
Sorry.
Oh, Warden's gone off. Bit of a moment there for Warden 99. As Ricardo, right, close it in here on bombs. For 6th place.
Hugo's hit the wall. I think he got away with it.
Yellow flags.
Sector 2.
It's
none of the
question
front.
mark.
Oh, it's Conrad letting Jared through.
Okay. Look at this, Ricardo. Oh, Palms.
Oh,
Palms. He could have lost it there and put it in the wall, but he holds on. Ricardo, as Berserk gets a time penalty. You see how Ricardo is all over Palms for the win here for 6th place. Both tiptoeing through the corners.
I don't know about you, but it looks to be getting a little bit damper on the track.
It is. Definitely is. It's starting to get that. So, we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. It's only lap 20 to 35. Things can change very quickly, especially in this game. Ricardo, he thought about it for a second, but it would have been brave in these conditions to go on for the move.
I've just been watching these three boys out in front. They're pretty neutral through the 2nd and 3rd sectors, but Jared just seems to have a couple of tenths in that 1st sector over everyone. Can't exactly work out where. I think he's just taking a bit more mid-corner speed. Maybe a better balance with the car.
Hell of a battle here for 10th place. Roscoe and Neon. Roscoe, hold on to it, son. He almost... HO is all over him now for 11th place. These three basically battling for a single point. HO.
President Cosby's catching the battle for 6th.
Could have ended in tears. And yes, the battle for 6th is going to be on here in a minute. Maybe between 3 cars.
Ooh.
Oh.
Dino's got another penalty.
HO closing right in on Roscoe. Does Ricardo get close to the Palms? No. Oh. No. Roscoe runs wide. HO goes through.
Palms had a terrible exit.
Yep, Ricardo's going to look for it. Can he maybe get this move done on Palms for the win? He's going to try it. The outs. Oh. I mean, it would have been very risky to go on for it. I would have gone for it. But I'm not the perfect league racer, so... But, Ricardo...
You would have gone into the wall, mate.
I would have gone into the wall, exactly right. This battle's definitely still on here for 6th place. Jared at the moment, 7.8 second lead over New Zealand Ryan. Altinga slowly, Palms is just not... He's just struggling in these conditions. He's almost lost it there. Ricardo's going to go through easily.
Cosby's caught him.
Unless Palms maybe looks for it back. No, I mean, he could still have a chance. Maybe. But yes, President Cosby closing in on this battle. Palms goes for it. Runs to the bit deep.
Oh.
Ricardo sideways. Oh, that was great driving from Ricardo. Poms
Just what?
looks for the move on Ricardo, back for 6. President Cosby will watch this from President Cosby's view. They're still side by side. In these conditions, it's... Oh, and Ricardo holds on. Poms, very smart there. And the battle for 6 is still going to rage on.
I think Ryan's just made a bit of a mistake. He's lost some time to Alan Hugo and DRC Jared.
Yeah, he has. And, oh, what's
Oh,
that?
Ricardo's in the
Ricardo.
wall.
Yeah. Ricardo. He's in the wall again.
And again.
Poms will want to get past him quickly here. If he's struggling, Ricardo, President Cosby will sit with a watchful eye here as Master Berserk gets another time penalty.
Rain's coming down thick and fast.
It is. It's starting to get a bit heavier, so I wonder if maybe wets might play a part here later in this race.
Juice Mars. Oh, he's out.
Yeah, retired earlier.
My bad.
It's on here again. There's the yellow flag.
Sector 1. I think it's Conrad just letting some people through.
No, I think he wanted
Yeah, I
just
think it
have
was
a
Ryan.
small... Okay. Poms. I think Ricardo's starting to get away from him. So Ricardo, if though he hit the wall slightly, maybe he's gotten lucky and not got much wing damage. Sedona gets another time penalty.
Alan Hugo's catching New Zealand Ryan consistently. Having a bit of a... there's a squabble at turn 1 for P7 still.
Yeah, it's still on here. Poms has a bit... Ricardo, he's not having the best run either. He's struggling still slightly with his car. This battle's still on. Let's just have a look at the leads here real quickly, because then Jared... Oh, that was beautiful, Jared. DRC Jared leads at the moment, 8.3 second lead over New Zealand Ryan. Alan Hugo is in third. 5 seconds between him and New Zealand Ryan. Maybe he might be able to catch Ryan, but it's going to be tough. Sedona in fourth, but he does have quite a few penalties, so we'll have to wait and see where his position will be. Warden is in fifth, who's just got a time penalty.
Yeah, it turned into early.
And the battle for sixth, well, really probably seventh.
Ricardo's
is
pulling away
on.
a little bit.
Yeah. Conrad straight, Steve Bingham is in for the wets.
Has gone for the wets.
That's classic Bingham right there. He does that a lot. When he's not really in a good position, he goes for those alternate strategies and hope for something. I would say try to help his teammate, but his teammate is out of the race. As President Cosby, HO and Neon, they might have another battle here in a minute. But President Cosby, once again, still is on bombs for the win. For 7th place.
I just don't think Cosby's got that edge that he needs out of...
No.
or on the exit of some corners.
No. So Jared, it's like 25 now, 35. The rain is starting to get a bit heavier. It's starting to bucket down a bit.
Dona's got another penalty.
I'd say it could... I don't know. I don't want to say. Ryan is really struggling at the moment. Alan Hugo's got a 3 seconds. Ryan's just hit the wall, I think. I think Ryan's just hit the wall. Oh, he's just slightly scraped it. But he is absolutely struggling.
Ryan might... Oh! Alan Hugo did just hit the wall. Can confirm.
HO closing back in on Neon. But I just want to watch this battle here quickly. I want to watch Ryan just for a little bit.
Ricardo's... No, never mind. That's a lap car.
Well done. Yeah, it's 2.2 now between Alan Hugo and New Zealand Ryan. So we could see a battle here for P2 rage on. And I know someone in the chat who drove for McLaren will be very happy with that. So it's now 10.2 seconds. Jared has just got to keep it straight, and he's got it in the bag.
Yeah, he doesn't have to push very hard at all now.
No.
They're all equal on penalties, I believe. So
yeah, they are. Vance is close up here on President Cosby, who's lost a bit of time to Poms. So what's happened there?
He caught Mr. Bingham in an awkward spot.
Oh! He's just hit the wall just a tad there. Fence can feel a move possibly coming here very shortly for 8th place. H.O. still on Neon as well for 10th for the single point.
Oh,
what?
Fence is even closer again.
Yeah, I am on board with that at the moment. President Cosby!
I thought you were on board for 10th. My apologies.
Is just can Fenn. Oh, Cosby struggling. He's just hit the wall. These conditions are treacherous. They can absolutely be.
Ooh.
Alan Hugo's just got a time penalty. Now that could really hurt him if he can possibly pass New Zealand Ryan maybe. 5 seconds stop go penalty for Exodona. He's got plenty of penalties tonight, Exodona. Fens. As President Cosby's got that margin down to Poms as well, back under a second. So, it's all happening here. Oh, there's contact! Poms is around! It's a big crash! Cosby!
I've missed it.
I think ECR Ricardo.
I just cut the front wing.
Fence is looking. Sorry, Fence is now going to look for the move on his teammate. Now I don't know what's happened there. I think
I only saw front wing across the track.
I think it might have been Ricardo maybe in the wall, because Ricardo's back, and I saw Poms around as he gets a 5-second stop go penalty. It's all happening here at the moment. And H.O. back on Neon. This is now a battle for 9th. Oh, Conrad gets out of the way nicely and gets another time penalty. Fence is trying to close in on his teammate. H.O. looks for the move on Neon.
Maybe we're about to see a few pit stops.
Oh, H.O. gets it done.
H.O.'s got it done. Dona's out.
He's hit the wall at the front straight.
Oh!
Interesting.
Dropped it on the exit curb, maybe?
Speed possibly.
Cross into the left-hand wall?
Yeah, possibly. So, that's possibly ruined. I don't know how many time penalties he's had, so I don't know what position he could have gotten. But, ruined probably a good result
at least 12 seconds.
President Cosby's in. And is this going to be for wet tyres? Alan Hugo's
it's for front wing at least. Missing a front wing he was.
Okay, it's just inters. Okay, so it looks like wet's really is at the call at the moment. It looks like we are staying on inters.
Fens is still struggling to get by his teammate. Warden's in no man's land. Alan Hugo's caught Ryan by another 3 tenths.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened there. That crash, it's tough to say. I'll have to look on the onboards and everything and see what the drivers say. But, yeah, interesting stuff there. It's down to 1.3 between Alan Hugo and New Zealand Ryan. Now, I want to check here. Okay, so Ryan
if you're checking penalties,
has
Ryan's
2 warnings.
got 1.
No, Ryan has 2 warnings to close to another penalty. So, if Ryan gets another penalty, it's fair game here for 2nd place. So, Fence has lost that time to ECR
just pulled away
Ricardo,
from
his
his
teammate. So, that's an interesting one. And we are down to 13 drivers in this race. Canada, it's crazy. That's all you can say. But Jared still does have that 10.1 second lead. He's doing it easily.
I'll tell you. HO's really benefited from that scrap in the midfield.
Yeah, these two are going for it. Even Ryan is. He knows Alan Hugo's closing him down.
Jared can afford to just cruise here.
He absolutely can. It's 9.7 seconds, 6 laps to go. As TBRH has left the session. So it's 1.4 still. 1.6. These two. Most likely the guys battling for the championship, but Jared today is really putting his hand up for this championship. Absolutely is. Alan Hugo! He's
bit excited there, were you, mate?
He's pushing it to the limits to try to hunt down New Zealand.
Costing him time, though.
It is. It is costing him time. I think Ryan will hold on to second here. I think he absolutely will.
Neon's nearly done as Sedona.
Yeah, Conrad Strait has gone on the inters. So it's not wet. We're staying on inters. Back to 1.8. Both of them pretty much on the same ERS percentage. Some good results. I mean, ECR Ricardo 5th at the moment. I mean, penalties could change that, but a good result for him in 5th, even though he's been caught up in a lot of stuff here tonight. Still a very good result for him. And I'll even give a shout out to Roscoe Arm for 9th. We have seen him struggle a little bit throughout the race, but still 9th place. It's a good result for him. As it's still 1.7. A battle for second, but I don't think anything's going to happen there. Fence is probably going to try to hunt down his teammate. 1.1. I think Ricardo will probably hold on to it. As Ryan... Yeah, he's just ran a little... I'm not going to say anything. I thought he ran a little bit wide there, but I could be crazy.
No, he takes a straighter exit.
There you go. I'm Mitchie 950 and I'm no expert. As Alan Hugo... He's... That margin's coming down. With 4 to go. Could see a little battle here between these two. And Alan Hugo will know how many penalties Ryan has. Even though...
Yes, and Ryan will know how many Alan Hugo has.
Sorry. Alan
They
Hugo...
will both know about each other.
Yeah, unlike in Spain when I said I thought Alan Hugo didn't know, because I didn't know that Jeff actually tells you how many penalties the car ahead has in this game. Didn't know that. It's
Good
under
feature.
a second now. It's under a second. So it's on here. It's going to be... Oh, Ryan. Alan Hugo, it's down to half a second.
This is going to be the entertainment for the last 3 laps.
It absolutely will be. There's not much else going on throughout the field.
No, I think Jared's fallen asleep at the wheel.
No, he's all good. We're free to go.
Oh! Hugo's in the wall!
He
I don't know about
is.
for you, but he just speared into the wall on my screen.
I didn't see it. But he's still all over New Zealand ride for second place.
He's really wringing those tyres out.
Oh, he's hit the wall. But it won't do him any harm. Ryan should absolutely hold on to this. Warden gets another time penalty. I think it's a 16-second margin over Isia Ricardo, so I think he'll be okay with 4th. So Jared has a 9.5 second lead still. It's been absolutely masterful with that pit stop a lap before these guys, and that's helped him with the win. Absolutely. Maybe Alan Hugo qualifying the hypers did help as well, but it's, what can you say? Alan Hugo, Lucille and Ryan, it's still under a second. One mistake can change everything. Alan Hugo did not have a good exit there. Ryan's pulling away, and I think
he's running out of time.
That might be the last chance for Alan Hugo maybe to get second, even though he won't get so. Holds on to it there. And it's 8.9 seconds. DRC Jared, a superb performance at the moment. It's been a superb race for him. And there's 1.5 laps to go.
Oh,
ooh,
Hugo.
Who was that? That was Alan Hugo.
Alex.
Oh, Alan Hugo. If I'm Alan Hugo now, I'm just sitting back for 3rd. I wouldn't push as hard. Just make it to the end with points.
He's just giving us some entertainment.
We're not even halfway through the season yet. Oh my goodness me, he just gave us some entertainment there. Neon closing back in on Atros, so the battle for 7th will continue. As DRC Jared starts his final lap of this race. And Ryan, he will have second, absolutely. And it's 27 seconds between Alan Hugo and Warden. So massive margin.
Warden's just been cruising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been a lot going on, no doubt. Warren he's had some crazy battles here tonight. But we'll watch DRC Jared. He had a superb win in Azerbaijan. Absolutely superb. He hasn't had much luck throughout the season, but he's starting to show with these good performances and show that he's a title contender in this championship here in SRL Asia Pacific.
Ooh. Neon's all over the back of HO.
We'll watch that very shortly, but DRC Jared comes around the last few corners and he will win the Canadian Grand Prix. DRC Jared gets it done. His 2nd win of the season. Superb job for DRC Jared.
Fantastic drive. Ryan
holds on to 2nd. Gets it done. I think he won't mind that big slide there. Alan Hugo 3rd. I don't think he'll mind that, even though it could have been a better result for him, as we have to wait a long time before Warden crosses the line. But real quickly, President BC 10th, Pomps for the win 11th. His car is destroyed. Master Berserk will be 12th, and Conrad Strait C. Bingham will be 13th. As Warden, it's a yellow flag as Warden crosses the line in style for 4th. Isia Ricardo, he holds on to 5th, but penalties could play a part here, so we'll have to wait and see. As he comes in 5th, Fans gets in for 5th. Oh my goodness me, that was a big crash. And there's Neon maybe look for... No, he's way too far back. Can't do a move like that. Oh, HO. Very sideways!
HO!
HO,
Neon got him.
I think just bottle... Yeah, Neon... Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Now, I don't know if that was...
Don't celebrate too early, fellas.
I don't know if Neon... Did Neon get him on the line?
Yeah.
Wow. So, HO bottles it on the front straight on the last lap. But there you have it. Darcy Jared gets the job done.
Great
It's a good
performance.
win for Ferrari. As we will get the top 3 in just a second. But Owens, you can take us
Who was
through
your
the
driver
order
of the
as-
day?
Well, real quick,
I'll
I
go
say
through the order
DRC Jared.
first.
I'll say DRC Jared.
DRC, yeah. We have
Go.
DRC Jared, your race winner here at Canada. Great result for him. New Zealand Ryan in second. Alan Hugo, pole sitter, comes home in third. Warden in fourth. VFN's in fifth. ECR Ricardo sixth. Neon Tree Dome seventh. HR eighth. Roscoe Arm ninth. And final point goes to President Cosby with Poms for the win, finishing unlucky 11th. Master Berserk 12th, Conrad 13th, Zedona 14th, Youth Master 15th, Derek Kidd 16th, Rain 17th, T-Power Edge 18th, Chimchar 19th, and Is That Matt finishes in 20th position.